but the pads are able to lock that down with a little spin move. And number 7's pressing behind the net, looking to try and get out. Leave that to Lenover. Lenover sends it up to the line. It's loose now. It's going off all sorts of skates, and it'll be a move it or lose it. And they're going to determine that Saskatchewan was closest to having it, and the Blast will have an offensive or center ice free pass. Just checking on the feed. Apparently it was a YouTube issue, but Ring It Live was fine, and YouTube's been rebooted since. Great job by Meyer here, number 9, to send it across behind the net, and the green machine start up the ice. Saskatchewan sends it across the top of the triangle. There's great shooting lane there, and that one goes just up and high and over. A great power play opportunity, and it's a crease violation with 2 seconds left in the power play. They'll have an offensive free pass. Number 16 got it on her stick, Bridget Parks. Looks like everyone's set up, whether she takes a shot or dishes to the corner. They send it across. There's a shot up into the crest there as the netminder for the Blast stands tall. And cutting across inside the neutral zone, she'll just send it all the way down 2 lines here. Saskatchewan does have to touch it first, and Jocelyn is working hard to try and break through, and the green machine come back up with it. That's Parks sending it across inside for number 12, Thorson. Thorson blows the tire but controls. On the far side, it's knocked in front, but the rolling ring too hard to stab there. But they get the reset, and it's number 16 cuts inside. Loose ring here, and that's dropped inside the crease, and the goalie will set this play up. Little miscue there, and Saskatchewan's going to capitalize on that. Those tuning in for the first time, Burlington's actually been playing with a call-up goaltender this, as their starting goaltender had an unfortunate accident a week before nationals here. But she's been doing a great job stepping up tall for Burlington, so I'm sure their fans as well as are all happy about that. Saskatchewan sends it into the crease. Burlington's just going to hold on to it because it's so close to the goal line. And it'll be an offensive free pass for Saskatchewan with 1:35 to go here in the frame. Number 7 picks that up, Peyton on the far side. She defers back to her pal, and she's got a bullet and rips one, and it gets knocked down in front, just goes off something. Hard to tell from back here, but it was a great shot. And they set this up again. Number 6 jumps into the things. Emerson Carter. Carter gets it knocked off her stick, and the Blast are working to try and come away. Lots of pressure this last little bit here and the play continues to get physical. The Blast wanting this badly, Saskatchewan wanting this badly, and it's a hard-fought battle so far. Saskatchewan, a lot of pressure inside the zone. Saskatchewan steals here. His number 11 starts scooting Ray. Sends it all the way down. It's a 2-line pass. 3 green jerseys around it trying to contest that. And it's going to be a stoppage in play. They didn't give him a chance to make a clean stab, so we'll come all the way down here from a 2-line pass. We've talked before, we've had a great reffing here this weekend, or this week. Ring Out Canada has done a good job of finding the best and dishing it here to Sydney. Sydney, top of the triangle, contested area. She's got a bullet if she can load it up. She gets one there and whistles one high, trying to break the glass behind the net. Number 14, the goal scorer, picks this up again, spins it back to Sydney. Sydney sends it across, a good shot, almost handcuffing the goalie there, but it looks like Mallory Wallace was up to the task and stuffs the door. Now Barton here, dropping it. A shot just goes wide here on the short side, picked up by number 14 as they try in 15 seconds. Top of the triangle, Sydney, backhander, that one goes high and wide. And the clocks were a little bit off there. No, that's the end of the period, my bad. I was looking at the shot clock and didn't see the other one. At the end of one, Burlington-Blast holding on to a 1-0 lead. Some good pressure at the beginning of the game and at the end of that period there. And in between, Saskatchewan had a lot of great pressure. Goalies touching base there for Saskatchewan, seeing what they see from afar, what they can do better, but she's been on fire and making some great stops. Mallory's done a good one right near the end there. The Blast getting some words of wisdom from their coaching staff as well. Playing hard, playing smart, get the jump back in the legs, try and get a little bit more offensive time. Good chance to thank some of our sponsors like Rink and Athena Sticks and Dom Sports. They're definitely all sticks that athletes have been using for a long time playing this game, and it's much appreciated that they all stepped up, and all of them have brought in some newer sticks. Some new composite sticks seem to be the flavor now, moving away from the wood and bamboo sticks. And you don't see a lot of the non-composite sticks here this week at all. I know a few players that still use them at all sorts of levels, but I haven't seen too many this weekend. All right, the Blast, the home team, will have it here in the second frame, and Moore with the ring. Number 11, dishing it to the near side here for Carey, back to Moore. Moore looking for a pass, sending it inside, goes right past Carey, but Burlington's able to pick it up on the far side. I think that's Jocelyn. Back out to Carey. Carey dancing behind the net with it. Dropping it to Jocelyn. She takes a shot, big rebound in front, and dropped into the crease with a dangerous stick check. It could have almost got knocked all the way through, but they went inside the crease to do it, so Burlington-Blast will have an offensive free pass. Now let's see what kind of trickery Coach Brett has in store for them as they have lots of set plays here on these free passes. Barton out there with Corey. Corey on the far side, she'll pick up that ring off the boards. Out there with Lenover. Bounces off Barton's stick, and Saskatchewan gets it up to the neutral zone, just inside of the line. A good leaning reach there for number 6 to keep that onside. And down to the corner here for Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan being checked hard there as Benson flips it around. Number 43 is going to pick that up and try and control it up to the neutral zone, which he does. And Lenover steals. Doesn't have a pass easily, goes D to D across. And the pass goes in, but it's a little too late. Nice idea, but two green jerseys in there, and they're able to steal and control inside the zone. And the green machine with Benson sends it back up. Checked off her stick, and Lenover comes away with it again as it gets checked off her stick. It's a hot potato. They're out there checking very well, both teams. And up here into the neutral zone once again. A little bit of pressure, and number 21 grabs it. One-on-one, cuts across, backhander shot just off the top of the shoulder there. A big sleeve there. Lenover sends it across, and Norris, I think, has it briefly. They're going to try another shot off the crossbar and drops outside. What a ripping shot. You guys will check that on a replay. Holy cow, that was amazing. A long 5 and a stoppage and play, and a great bullet there. I think it was number 10 who ripped that one there. And if it was, Kira had a bullet that time, trying to dent the crossbar. So it's trying to get it probably just below it, but a dent is pretty good for a ringette. Kozan here, sending it inside, slides it all the way through. Kira picks that up. Sending it down low for Kozan, and slides inside, and there'll be a body contact call to Hayes, number 16, as she was just a little too aggressive trying to block out and protect her goalie. And a power play opportunity here brought to you by Ringjet. Saskatchewan with 7:44 will have 2 minutes to work with, an extra player on the ice. Sydney, Moore, and Carey out there defending inside the zone. Top of the triangle, back door, just a little double clutch stab as number 16 Parts so close to that. Back door and just past Thorson, she'll pick it up behind. 10 seconds on the shot clock. She's got a shot, slings it up into the crest, and it'll be a crease violation somewhere in there as well. So the Team Green's gonna get it back one more time. Quick defensive change here. And they cycle around. Number 16 tries to find some space. Park's got no room, so she comes around the other side. Defers to shoot. Number 8 with some speed. She'll try it again. Backdoor pass, it goes past everyone. They'll pick it up here in the corner for Thorson. She'll take a shot. Loose ring, shot just wide here. Nice quick release there by Saskatchewan. Inside, off the side of the net. Parks. And a shot clock violation there, and it'll come in here for the goalie ring. Number 43 spinning off one check, sending it back inside here for Norris. Norris cuts across, sends it up to the far side. Spinning off that check and just dumping it down the best they can, not quite over the blue line. And here comes Saskatchewan once again. Saskatchewan, Parks, turning it around, dropping it on the line change here. Benson with it, drops, a gap, backhander, flips up over the net, and Carter's gonna race in to pick that up with 5 seconds on the shot clock. She sends one through, off Benson, and she takes a shot and scores! She bats it in, she couldn't stab it and realized the clock and batted it in off the pad and in. And we're not at it. One's a power play goal with only 15 seconds left in that penalty. And a great job there by Benson to bat it in. We often say you gotta stab it, not bat it, but batting it sometimes does work, and in right that situation, it was a great move for Benson to bat it. Moore now at center ice with 5:59 to go here in the second frame, the first half. Moore dropping it to Carey. Carey cutting through some. She has it checked off her stick, and there's Moore covers nicely. Good job by Moore to come back and steal that. Then they're going to draw a penalty as number 7 comes in for a hooking call. Peyton trying to get that ring back. A good strong battle there with Moore, but draws a penalty in the process. And Burlington-Blast will work on trying to get a power play right back, brought to you by Athena Sticks. They look for the pass across. Looking for something. It bounces just behind Sydney, it looked like. And she'll grab it off the boards, spins off one check, and now tries to create some space. Top of the triangle looking for that bullet opportunity, and she gets checked right along the line with 3 green jerseys, but Burlington will control back here in the neutral zone. Sending it up. Everybody's going for the ring, and it'll be a move it or lose it along the side of the boards there, and Saskatchewan's netminder will pick that one up. number 21. Dishing it across. Dumps all the way down here for number 43. Ella spins off one check. Back up to the neutral zone for Richardson. Richardson battling with it. And it's a bottom 2/3 call on the stick, and it looks like the Burlington-Blast will get the ring back here in center ice. Just in case the feed happens to drop again, remember there are 4 different streaming platforms you can get to on this. You can get CBC, you can get YouTube, you can get ringette.live, and TELUS depending on where you're located. So if one drops, you could try one of the others, and I'm sure it's still up and running. Burlington, number 18, controlling on the far side. Abigail trying to drive through the triangle, get a shot through. Can't get it past the butterflying pads there, and here comes Saskatchewan once again. Dropping inside their zone, looking for a give me back, and it comes up here for Kozan, number 3. Grace grabs it once again, number 3. Keeping inside the ringette line, being pressed out, battling hard along the edges here, and she'll flip it in. It gets a reset off the side as Burlington controls. Burlington up into the neutral zone, bounces back. Good eagle eye there to pick the right person there. Abigail finally sending it in, but goes past all over the orange jerseys, and Green picks it right back up. Here comes Saskatchewan. Parks with it. Playmaker calling it off the bounce pass on the boards, and now they'll contest for it, and everybody drops through the crease. She pulls it up underneath her, it'll be a goalie ring. Norris with the ring here behind the net. Fighting off Parks, protecting the ring, sending it up to the neutral zone. Blind pass coming in, but good pick up there by Corey. Corey's knocked down, sends it back here for Lenover to help out, and she'll send it to the far side for Norris. Some good ring movement by Burlington. Now sending it down to the zone. Barton does a nice spin move here, and she'll cut towards the net. Takes a shot. 2 seconds on, and it just went up and over, so they didn't get the reset this time. But Barton with a good chance there. Tossing it up, giving lots of space on the goalie ring. Coming up here to protect the line, and it looks like they're able to steal it on the line. Coming in for a shot, breakaway, takes a shot, sends it hard up into the crest area, and Burlington's able to stuff that one there. Thorson battling through that check. It's a good pick set up behind the net. Carey sends it down. Corey able to control. Corey flips it up high as the shot clock's coming through, and Saskatchewan not able to get to it in the corner before the shot clock, so it'll be a goalie ring, and they'll get set from there. Dropping to this near side, and they'll work their way up the ice. Bounce pass off the boards to number 19. Benson was getting hooked there, so she draws a penalty call as Parks tries to skate her way through. It's be a move it or lose it here. So Burlington should be going to this penalty box here, the sin bin as I call it, as Carey will head off. But it will be a center ice free pass for Burlington on the move it or lose it. Hooking call. 1:36 to go in the half. We're not at ones. Moore dishing to Norris. Norris sending a pass in deep for Sydney to pick up. Richardson skating behind the net. Deferring, back to Norris. Good pass attempt there, but stolen by Saskatchewan comes all the way back to try and steal it, sends it up into the neutral zone. Saskatchewan steals, and another mover to lose it in the neutral zone here. The Saskatchewan steals it, but Burlington's right on top of them. Held, dropping it off to number 43. It's a loose ring here, and it looks like Parks is going to pick that up. Stolen inside the zone, and they'll just dump it all the way down with 43 seconds to go. It's 2 lines. It's picked up. Burlington can't steal the ring for 5 seconds because they did accidentally kick it on both sides, or in the 2 line, but that will be free now. 28 seconds to go here in the frame, and a penalty coming here to number 12. Sorry, number 18 is heading off to the sin bin, Abigail. It's a major tripping call, so she'll be going for 4 minutes there. And it'll be a 5-on-3 for the next 48 seconds. 24 seconds to go in this period. Norris out here trying to defend along with Moore. Sending a blooper here in the corner. Let's try and set up here with Peyton. Benson, back door. Up here, back door, shot! Just screaming that one hard and wide. Number 7 had a bullet. Benson sends one, drops down inside, and Norris will flip that up and out of harm's way. And that'll be the end of the period here. And when we come back, there will be a 5-on-3 opportunity for Saskatchewan for another 24 seconds. And they'll have a long power play after that for another 3:36 with the major tripping call going to Burlington late in that period. Coaching staff are just going to touch base on a couple things and check on the net maybe. This net here on the right side has had a hard time staying in place for a lot of games, so they'll try and get that going. Well, Ottawa has done a good job hosting this year, and hopefully if you are down in the area or you haven't been to Ottawa, you'll have a chance to come visit sometime soon. And a couple more seconds here, and then they'll bring them back into play. Try and see what they've got, both teams. See what words of wisdom they're able to absorb and put into action here. Saskatchewan at the beginning of the third will have the power play plus the 5-on-3, so they'll start with the ring here at neutral ice. Number 31 still in net here for Saskatchewan, and she has been stellar. Both goalies have been stellar. Good job here by Richardson to try and add some pressure and slow down the coming in. 15 seconds on this 5-on-3, 12 to go. Richardson's eyeing the clock to be able to jump into that rush. Backdoor pass, 5 seconds to work with. Being pressed out, holding it, and just at the nick there, they get that shot in, and now it's couldn't get the shot off, and so it'll be a goalie ring. And a good job by Burlington to kill off the 5-on-3. Now they've got 3 more minutes to kill off here on this penalty. So Norris tries to skate through too many green jerseys, but they get it down the ice now. They'll kill off some of that. Saskatchewan. Bork looking for a pass. Gets her pal number 11 coming up to help her. They'll send it all the way across behind. Number 3, backdoor, takes a shot. Nice little razzle-dazzle to create a shooting lane on the backhander. Like seeing those backhanders still happening. We were talking about that in the earlier game. Saskatchewan controlling in the neutral zone. "20 seconds on the shot clock. Taking a look at where they're going to go. Down low, trying to find a shooting lane. Sending a shot into the traffic, and Burlington's able to steal. They'll send it up the boards here. It looks like number 43 will dump it in there, and Sydney's going to race into it. She gets there first, and she'll control. She's being pressed out here by number 9 up to the contested area. She'll send it across there for number 14 coming off the bench, and they're also going to work on controlling this and trying to eat some of this 19 seconds. Up here to the shooter. Lenover with it. And there's going to be a penalty here for the penalty's coming up here to Saskatchewan. I'm thinking that Burlington got away with one there. I believe I was counting 5 jerseys on the ice. You'll have to take a look at that. And I think they're only allowed 4 because they still have 1 in the box. Sorry about that, just wanted to ask a quick question behind. Burlington tripped up in the neutral zone, and Saskatchewan's controlling. It's 4-on-4 action for the next 65 seconds. Number 2 for Saskatchewan. Drops it back. Number 21 battling for it there. And they get to move it or lose it. Is Benson able to control that without controlling that? Benson with the ring on her stick now. We'll see if she shoots or passes. She's got Peyton here on the near side boards. Fakes it, passes to Peyton on the near side boards. Here comes Peyton. Up high. Gets it stick checked off. Good job by Burlington to check the stick, and they'll send the pass off the boards. Nice, good give and go by Corey. She'll send it all the way down here for Lenover to race into. Lenover battling off the stick checks well and controlling it with 15 seconds to go on the shot clock. There's a droppage of top. There's a shooting lane here, and it just goes wide. Picked up here by Bork on the far side, and she'll try and skate away. There's a net guard on the ice, and hopefully no one will trip on that. They'll move that on the stoppage. Number 8 picks it up on the far side. That'd be Shoop. Down low, taking a shot. Big stop there for Burlington. Crease violation and an offensive free pass for Saskatchewan. Number 8, Shoop with it. Dishing to the near side. Sending it right back. Spin around that backdoor pass shot. Doesn't have anyone there, so they have to skate through the crease to try and get to that. So it'll be a goalie ring. Now Burlington trying to come away with it. Dropping and reversing. Some pressure by Kira. Goes down 2 lines all across court there. And everyone's slow to kind of swarm on top of it, but stoppage in play there. And Burlington will have an offensive free pass. Wallace getting ready for the task in case she's needed here. to make another big stop as she has many times so far this game. Sydney with a bullet on her stick, defers it to the far side. She sends it up high and low as Corey takes a lap. Defers to the bullet, and Corey takes a shot there and just gets a bit of the glove hand. Battling for it. Bort comes up with it. She'll send it up into the neutral zone as Saskatchewan goes high and low. Number 16, Parks, spins off that check and sends it inside. Down low, there's a one-timer shot. Big stop there. Burlington netminder read that all the way and slid into position just perfectly. She's got no pass easily, so she'll hold on to that ring with 5:07 to go here in the third as we're knotted at ones. It's been a great game. Number 21, Taylor Johnson with the ring on her stick, waiting for the action to start again. The all clear and the action has begun. Johnson looking for a pass to the near side once again. It's the safe play, ladies and gentlemen, as Carter takes a lap. Gets in behind, controls inside the triangle, takes a shot, gets inside but not past the netminder for Burlington. And the Blast send it off to the far side. It's going to be a contested ring. It's a lot of jerseys over there, and Green comes up with it. Comes around, takes a shot, just missing the far side. Number 6, Carter's going to pick that up again. Some line changes starting for Burlington. Takes a shot, drops inside, falls. Everybody's falling down right by the line, and it'll be a goalie ring as Green was the last one to fall inside the crease. Gets up there for Jocelyn. Jocelyn's going to be able to steal. She sends it out of the zone. They'll send it back into the zone off the line change here. Looks like Norris. Norris is cycling. Dropping back for number 18 here. Abigail. Abigail up high. She takes a shot. Sends it wide. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And number 15 sends it up into the neutral zone for her. All the way across. Tried to go for a give and go, but picked off by Burlington as Burlington turns behind and now sends it up here towards the neutral zone. That's blocked down and it's now up into the neutral zone. But Saskatchewan controls and sends it in for number 3. Grace with it. Skating behind. Top of the triangle. She's got a shot. Sends it up here into the crest. Two lines come all the way down, so Saskatchewan will make an easy pick up there. And it's deemed that Jocelyn touched it on both sides there, so it'll be a stoppage of play, and we'll come back here to neutral ice with 2:50 to go here in the third frame. Saskatchewan pushing it on the backside, sending it to Park on the far side, number 16. Looking for something, tries to send it across in front. Can't get it there, and it'll be a goalie ring. Tried to get a pass across to get blocked off, and now Burlington looking for a pass, and that pass is stolen by Saskatchewan. Top of the triangle. They're going to try setting it up again with just over 2 minutes to go here in this third frame. Carey jumping in for it. And they'll try setting this goalie ring up one more time. looking for a pass. Now they'll square it to the side, and Burlington will get it this time, go D to D. And coming up with some speed, looks like Sydney. Sending it up again. She'll send it up to Sydney, just outside of her reach, and the goaltender presses it away. Sydney will grab it in the corner here. She's being pressed off by Bork. Defers. She'll go for a line change here, and she dishes it to her captain, the veteran, Kara Lenover, sending it across crease there, trying to pick up number 14 as she was screaming in. It's a loose ring, and it'll slide into the crease, and it'll be a goalie ring as everyone's trying to bat it out of the crease, but you can't do that in ringette. And Bork now with it here on the near side. It sends it up. Norris knocked off their stick briefly, and there's a loose ring. Who's going to come up with it? Looks like Green's going to grab it now. Controlling, number 11 versus 11 down those side boards there. They're looking to try and call for a bit of a change here. Number 19, I believe that's Benson. Benson with it. She takes a shot. A great opportunity there. Gets a good reset off the low pad. And they'll send that near the crease again. 40 seconds to go here in the period. Top of the triangle. Being contested, pushing it out. And there's a hooking call coming here to Burlington. As the Blast get the stick up just a little too high while they're trying to stick check, and Benson settles things down. 21 seconds on the shot clock. They pull their goalie, they've got 4 in. Sending a pass across, and that's stabbed, and it's a slashing call. Well, 19.7 seconds to go here in the frame. Another power play opportunity here for Saskatchewan as Norris goes to the penalty box. Number 10 looking to control, sending the players over here on the near side. They start this up, not a lot of time to work with. 13 seconds, the deferral, the shot, that goes far and wide into the near side corner. They're gonna try getting again, gets knocked off a stick, and they'll flip it down the ice, and that will end the period. And we'll be still knotted at 1, ladies and gentlemen. This has been a goalies battle and a goalie duel. They've been fabulous on both sides. And we'll be with you in a short moment. A few seconds here, we'll be back at play, and we'll just take a look here. We've had over 125 different cities checking into our games here through all of these opportunities to watch them. And about 7 or 8 countries around the world, including Croatia, France, Germany, Mexico, South Korea, the UK, and many places in the US as well, like Phoenix and Western Union and New York, Myrtle Beach, Miami, Fort Worth, Texas. It's been a fabulous opportunity. Chicago, all sorts of people checking out these games, and thank you for tuning in from wherever you are, whether you're watching from your living room, your backyard, or your hot tub. If you're down south, maybe it's in the ocean or in the pool. Thank you for tuning in and watching some amazing ringette here in the Nationals at Ottawa, Canada. Burlington with the ring to finish off this 4th period. Number 16 looking for a gap. She saves one. Burlington able to hold that ring. They draw the penalty at the same time. So there'll be some 4-on-4 action coming your way. Sydney comes in off the bench as they pull their goalie, sending it across. Number 10, she takes a shot, goes trickling off wide, and the Blast, or that'll be stoppage of play as Saskatchewan picks that up. So some 4-on-4 action here for the next 112. Burlington with the ring. Just sending out some new fresh reinforcements here, fresh legs. They've got Carrie out there, Abigail, Sydney, and more. Dropping it up here for Abigail, deferring to Sid. Back over here to Carrie. Coming in high and low, going down low. Dropping for Sid, down low. Abigail not able to grab the stab this time. She's going to recheck it, 10 seconds in. Takes a shot off the inside of the crossbar and out on the far side. Not sure how that didn't bury from the back of the net. You guys will have to look at replays there. That was a wicked opportunity. Between the post and the goalie, and it still bounces out from down low along the line. Saskatchewan able to get it up to the neutral zone. Looking for someone. And Peyton's skates backwards over someone's skates, and she'll draw another penalty here. And so it'll be 4-on-3 for a little while. Remember, they can only put 2 defenders inside the zone. One will run the line. Lenover's going to run the line. "24 seconds. That's a 4-minute major tripping call. Shot there, gets the reset on the knob. 14 seconds here on this 5-on-3 or 4-on-3. Down low, good job by Peyton to rip one in there, and a great stop by the Blast netminder. She'll throw that hard into the boards, and 3 seconds left. Top of the triangle, and Lenover comes in, and the netminder's able to grab that one, and they'll try throwing it up again this time, and they've got the 4th skater in. I believe it's Corey, it looks like. She defers, but it goes right to Saskatchewan's player, but she has a shot, gets it in through traffic there, number 10 for Saskatchewan. And this time the goaltender will just hold on to that. Kira with another good opportunity for Saskatchewan there. And we'll be 4-on-4 for the next 28 seconds. Deferred to the far side. Carter with it. Sending it across. Shoop with it. Trying to get some space and some speed. Triangle gap closes. There's a shooting lane, and you get big kick stop. Rebound, shoots, and just off the knob of the stick and trickles off the side of the outside post. Carter grabs the rebound. Sending it across. Goes off Shoop's skates, but she still has the ring. Shoop with another bullet, another big save by the Blast netminder. They reset with some fresh legs here. 5-on-4 for another 2.5 minutes. Number 3 dishes. Sending a bouncing pass, and it rolls around inside the crease off the crossbar that time, and she'll hold on to that once again. Kira with another great opportunity there. As Grace dished one out to her, she tried to make full work of it. Norris and Moore out there with Richardson. Barton on the line. Dish to the far side. Top of the triangle, looking for that shot. She can't get one away yet. Grace sends it down low to Johnson. Johnson looking for a shot pass. Moore comes up with the goalie ring, and she's trying to skate away for some trouble here. Tries to back pass it, but the skates are there, and she'll send it right back into the goalie crease here. 18 seconds to work with on the shot clock, and that was a goalie ring. Now Sydney Richardson's going to try and get it up here. Sid sends it up for Moore. Moore will grab it. 8 seconds on the shot clock, and it comes back in for Sid. Sid's got a bullet. She gets a shot off and gets the reset. Wow, what an amazing opportunity there for Burlington. And Sydney can bury it on the far side. Big stop again, once again, by Wallace. Burlington trying to create some opportunities here. Sid with a bullet that time. She was able to cock that one and rifle it for another reset. Norris controlling. Barton heads off for a line change. Norris comes up to the contested area and loses the ring, and now Saskatchewan has a chance with it, but they can't contain it in the neutral zone, and Sid looking for a pass, sends it down the line, but it's too many green players in between, and the green machine come right back at it here. Saskatchewan here on the near side. Parks with it. Parks inside, top of the triangle for Shoup. Back down for Parks. Wasn't able to get that shot off, and a great stick work there. Oh, what Abigail saved a goal there. As number 12 had it on her stick, about to shoot, and empty net, and Abigail rips it from her grasp. As I grasp for words. And Saskatchewan comes right back into it. Spinning off some checks are Parks. Thorson deferring as they go for a line change here. And here comes Benson once again. Still knotted at zeros with 4.5 to go. Loose ring shot. Big stop there as it drops inside the crease. Great positioning here for the Blast netminder on the last couple. Lenover. She sends a bounce pass off, and they'll send it up to the neutral zone, but it's going to be stolen once again. Number 14 grabs that one. Dishes it to the near side, far side corner. Peyton with it. Top of the triangle, down low. Inside shoots and scores. Carter able to get the inside lane and low walk and reach out across the sprawling netminder and is able to bury one in the net. With just under 4 minutes to go, it's now 2-1. Now you see that often with a big stop on one end and a great play on the other. Moore to carry, back to Moore. Looking for a pass. Gets all the way down there. The Green Machine are able to steal it once again. They send it all the way down here. Getting it just before the line, sending that in. Another breakaway pass, but gets knocked off the stick as Grace tries to spin off that check. Johnson looking at that low walk, but second guesses it. In there for Grace. Grace spins and checks, but it's a crease violation that time for Saskatchewan, and they will look for that pass. They send it out now. Battling for it. Moore strong on her stick up there. Gets it up to Sid. Gets knocked off her stick. And here comes Grace once again. Backhander and a big stop as it slides up into the netminder. Looking for the pass, and there's a 5-second count this time. And lots of pressure here by Saskatchewan to keep it down in this end. Parks with it, dishes to the far side. Back to Parks, which she wasn't looking at first. Or at least that's what it looked like from here. Maybe I wasn't looking. Anyways, back here to Shoup. Shoup to Thorson. Spins off, check, sends it from her knees up back up here topside. To Shoup. Shoup's got a shooting lane and scores off the post and in, beating her on the blocker side. A big stretching reach goal. And Shoup with a bullet to help double up that lead, and it's 3-1 now with just under 3 minutes to go at 2:43. Saskatchewan's got their youngster running up and down the aisles with their green and yellow flag. As a courtesy, they're only coming halfway down. Norris with it, looking to get some zone entry time. She doesn't like that one, gets turned back, still with it, goes D to deep in the backside here for Abigail. Abigail throws it all the way in, but it's picked off, and it's up to the neutral zone. A breakaway here. Inside, outside, backdoor, tries to go 5-hole, and it trickles and gets the backspin. Carter tries to go 5-hole. Netminder for Burlington's able to stop the first shot, but it just keeps rolling with a top spin and rolls over the ringette line, and it's 4-1 now with 4:20 to go here in the fourth frame. Unfortunate set of circumstances for Burlington late in the game here. Our netminder's been so solid all game, and just a bad bounce here or there. Both teams have played so strong. Carey's going to try and send it back in here and see. With 2 minutes to go, that's still possible. I've seen 3 goals scored, and Burlington's got the firepower to do it. Corey comes in, and she rips one. They send it to the box. A move it or lose it, and it's going to be a free pass here for Burlington with 2:02 to go. They've pulled the goalie, so they'll have 4 skaters in. Fresh legs out for defense for Saskatchewan. They're going to call a timeout. Burlington skates up, asks for the timeout with 2:02 to go. Why not? What a fabulous game here. Both teams working super hard. Both teams wanting it. That's why you come to nationals. Both teams are super competitive. Both teams are very good. For some of you who may or may not know, if you're watching from Saskatchewan or other places around the world, Burlington, to get here, went into triple overtime and losing out in the gold medal game to be Ontario 2 instead of Ontario 1. A little bit of a heartbreaker there for Burlington. But such a hard battle. You can tell how good they really are with those kind of stats. And with 2:02 to go, down by 3, Burlington's sending out their roster. Hales here protecting number 10. Lenover sending it to the boards. And they set themselves up, going high and low. They're moving in and out of the box here with 4 players in and no goalie. Richardson sends it over, takes a shot. Oh, a big save there as it gets knocked off. And coming just outside the line. Inside shoots, another shot. I think that one went off the face mask of the netminder there, Wallace. 22 seconds on the shot clock. Another shot comes through. Sending some of the veteran players out there to try and get some shots in there. Inside. Sydney trying to get inside there. And there's a crease violation as it's touched up, and they'll send out some reinforcements once again. With 1:19 to go, Barton comes out, number 14. And Jocelyn, it looks like. Norris also up there for the box. Moore going to stay back here and hang out with Parks. They send it to the side. Back up here for Jocelyn. Jocelyn shoots. Rebound comes for Barton. Barton sends it back up here for Norris. Norris gets it back inside the contested area. Sending it across. Back over. Down low. Norris takes a shot on the short side. Big blocker stop. It's a batted ring that's loose. And crease violation once again. Maybe more in the crease violation here as the ref comes up towards the penalty box. And it looks like number 11 is going to head off to the sin bin, as I call it, for one last time maybe this game with 53.2 seconds to go. Lanover comes out now. Barton still in front. Number 16 with her. A little give and go. They need to get a couple goals. If they're a little faster, there's a shot, there's a rebound in front. It's a loose ring, it's batted around by the crease, but it'll slide into the crease. Holding it briefly, and now they're sending it all the way down towards an empty net, and that will be a penalty here for Moore as she'll head off for high sticking. She's like, oops, I knew what I did as soon as I did that. As soon as she put her stick up in the air, it was going to be a high sticking call. We saw that with just a reflex action in one of the other games. You can play this game for a long time and it still happens. I think the last one I saw it in was when the NRL game. "30 seconds to go here in the game. We're 4-on-4 till the end of it. Benson here cycling around. Just going to hold on to this ring. They're pressing it out. Benson, strong on her stick. Carey trying to get it out. Maybe she'll get it here. Everybody's getting knocked down. Fatigue sits into the legs. And they'll send it up and they'll just rip it down the ice. But it'll go wide. And there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for cheering on Ringette. I hope you support the sponsors that support your kids all year long. And the teams that your kids play on all year long, the tournaments that you've gone to. And until next time, this is Barkley Hollinger, the Barkman, howling off.
Alors, bon après-midi, mesdames, messieurs. Bienvenue à l'édition 2025 des championnats canadiens de ringuette et à ce match de demi-finale qui opposera équipe Québec à équipe Alberta. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2025 Canadian Ringuette Championships and this quarterfinals game opposing Team Quebec and Team Alberta. So for viewers back in Alberta, just somewhat of a warning. We'll be describing the game both in French and English. So French being our first language, bear with us. We'll try our best so that everyone back in the Rockies can understand what we're saying. We should be good. Alors cet après-midi, équipe Québec contre équipe Alberta. Équipe Québec qui a passé directement en quart de finale, donc n'a pas eu à jouer ce matin, contrairement à l'équipe de l'Alberta qui a disposé, Louis, de la Saskatchewan 5-1 en huitième de finale pour s'assurer d'une place lors du match là, de ce soir.
Donc, ça va être intéressant de voir l'énergie de ces deux équipes après que, justement, l'Alberta a joué ce matin et Team Québec ont eu congé toute la journée. Donc, ça va être intéressant de voir leur préparation d'avant-match, comment ça va avoir été. Et, merci beaucoup, Christian, une fois de plus. Toujours un honneur de commenter avec toi.
Toujours un plaisir, Louis.
Thank you for all the people back in Alberta. Like Christian said a little bit earlier on, bear with us, gang, at home. We've got the best intentions in English. So we're really happy to have everybody here. And a big shout out to Ringuette Canada for letting us comment all these games during the whole week. It's really, really fun to see people, a lot of colors in the stands too. Team Quebec and Alberta here in blue, and it's really, really a great CRC this year.
Yeah, both teams banging their drums, so we should have a pretty loud game. Dans les filets, les gardiennes partantes, si je ne m'abuse, l'équipe Québec fera confiance à Annabelle Sylvestre, la gardienne de troisième année. Et pour l'équipe Alberta, la gardienne sera Sophia Coley, numéro 1, qui s'amène là, justement dans son filet, juste en dessous de notre position avantageuse pour décrire ce match.
Oh oui. And for people at home, don't forget, winner goes home. Loser goes home. Sorry, loser goes home and winner goes on. So it's a do or die match here for both teams.
Alors, des parties sans lendemain, la compter de maintenant pour les deux équipes. Alors, c'est Tilford à la mise en jeu. C'est parti. Bon match, mesdames et messieurs. Tilford à Grandberg. Qui remet à Tilford. C'est raté. Intervention de Monplaisir. Et finalement, Péloquin s'empare de l'anneau. Remet à Landry. Au-delà de la ligne bleue, c'est pour Monplaisir. Des changements apportés là, déjà en début de match par équipe Québec. Monplaisir remet à Croteau. Croteau en zone adverse, remet à Nagui qui s'en vient devant le filet. Le tir, rate la cible. Alors, infraction de shot clock, on va remettre l'anneau à la gardienne.
Donc, Christian, est-ce que tu peux nous expliquer rapidement, encore une fois, la porte qui est de l'autre côté de la ligne de ringuette?
Oui, absolument.
Donc,
une particularité des glaces ici, là, au complexe Richcraft de Gloucester en Ontario. Le banc des joueuses de chaque côté est très, très long, de sorte qu'une des portes donne à l'intérieur de la ligne de ringuette. Alors, il y a un risque d'avoir trop de joueurs à l'intérieur de la zone. Lorsqu'on fait nos changements, c'est quelque chose que les coachs devront faire attention. So for the viewers at home, the players' benches are really, really long, and one of the doors leading onto the ice is inside the free play line. So that can cause too many players within the ringette zone. And that's a thing to watch for the coaches. So Coley giving the ring that was intended for Morissette.